What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are reviewing Chucky Season 1, Episode 7. It is called Twice the Grieving, Double the Loss. And in this episode, we are setting things up for the finale coming next week. I cannot wait. And in this one, Chucky, and by the way, there's going to be spoilers, Chucky, for the first time, finally is able to convince one of these teenagers to kill. That's what he's been trying to do, trying to get one of them kind of on his side so he can have a little partner or something. I'm not really sure his complete motivation, but he's clearly been trying this. He tried it with Jake, he tried it with Lexi, tried it with Lexi's sister even. But none of that worked until finally Junior, and he went completely over the edge and kills his own dad using Chucky as a weapon in an absolutely brutal scene. And I love how they set that up. Tiffany showing up at the funeral of Junior's mom, coming up to Junior's dad, giving him a kiss, making Junior think, who the hell is that? And we're not really sure. At first I'm like, was there some kind of connection here? Later on I realized I think that this was just to piss off Junior some more, so he thinks that his dad was cheating on his wife. That way he'll kill him, and he'll be even more pissed off, and finally he actually does it. Really going to be interesting to see now how, is he and Chucky going to team up? Is he going to kill more? I don't know what's going to go on. Also, with the police investigating this murder, they're going to, another murder here. What about the teacher who's still in jail, apparently? Is she going to get exonerated? They're going to release her at some point? I'm actually thinking about her. I don't know if the show's ever going to mention her again. But, I think about things like that. Like, what about our girl in jail? So that whole part, there's a whole lot of things going on in this show. I enjoyed that aspect of it. You also have, the three teenagers who are kind of now going their own separate ways after everything that's happened. It's understandable. Lexi's grounded. She can't really help too much. Devin's mom is dead, and he's just done with, with Jake, and it's just reminding him all this. Although he's doing his own investigation, he ends up getting really deep into this situation by going over to Chucky's old house. Unties Nika. I'm thinking that it's Nika because she's screaming for help, but I thought it was a little over the top though. I thought the way she was screaming for help made me think, damn, that Nika would have a little more control than that. Well, it's not Nika. It was Chucky acting like Nika, and it was actually Chucky. So as soon as he unties her, I'm thinking, I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet. Is this Nika or is this Chucky? But as soon as we hear the it's Chucky. Going back to Lexi again, the show does trying to make us like her. She's supposed to be, she's even saying like, we're family, how can you leave us? And it's just like, what? Like, I still don't love Lexi. Now I do have to remember she's only 14, so she was being a bully. She was absolutely horrible, but maybe deep down there's a decent person in there that is now starting to rise, and we're starting to see her a little more. But I think they went just too crazy with her because I still don't care for her. But there's one character I like even less, and that's her mom. Her mom is absolutely horrible, just a terrible person, cares about absolutely nothing but herself and furthering her career, basically her political career. Not surprising, she's a politician. So she's up there giving this speech, this cringe speech, trying to say, we're just going to move past all this. The reporters are even looking uncomfortable when she's saying, we are going to have our annual movie, Frankenstein. And it's super cringe, but I'm thinking like, yeah, during that Frankenstein movie, something's going down. I can see that Frankenstein movie playing in the background while just crazy stuff goes down, and I'm going to be looking forward to that next week. Don't let me down on that Frankenstein movie. I want to see some of that, because if not, that's going to be an epic fail right there, that you teased that and then didn't come through. Well, we also get another little tease in this one, and that's like an entire army of Chuckies. It was crazy when Devin kind of gets kidnapped, and when he actually unties Nika, but it's Chucky, and he gets tied up, I believe, if I remember correctly. But anyway, regardless, wherever he is, he sees a whole crap ton of Chuckies, and they all kind of move their heads simultaneously. And it's like, holy crap. Now, I never liked the multiple Chuckies thing. I don't mind that we're continuing on with this, but a whole army of Chuckies? I mean, how are we going to continue the series if there's 500 Chuckies out there? It's just, what can you do? It just gets way too bloated, in my opinion. I just don't see how you can have a solid story with so many Chuckies. And that's kind of why I didn't like the multiple Chuckies in the first place. Like, they can just reproduce Chuckies everywhere. It's like, it's just too crazy. But we'll see. I'm going to withhold judgment on that. We'll see where they go with that, with all those Chuckies. They're gonna have to go somewhere. They showed it to us now. They can't ignore it now. So we'll see what happens with it looked like to be about 100 or more Chuckies. But going back to that Frankenstein event, I think that's where that's going to come into play. But I have a hard time just visualizing how they're going to move on to a second season. And as far as I know, they haven't picked it up for a second season. So maybe this was never meant to be multiple seasons. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't see how you can continue the story. I mean, I guess you could figure out a way, but again, with hundreds of Chuckies out there, like I don't know what you do. The flashbacks were short but interesting, cool to see. Again, it was back to 1988. You can see right when he leaves that apartment, my thought process is he's going to the situation that kicked off the original movie. So it's trying to tie into the original movie, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, 1988. So that's pretty cool there. But the flashback scenes were really short. And then you had the Kyle and Andy scene, which was cool seeing them together. Anytime you see them together, it's fun. Again, I don't know about Andy, and he just seems really flat. That could be the acting. I don't know what's going on there, but he has some serious PTSD. Like, she's even afraid to let him drive. That was an interesting conversation. Like, pull over, let me drive. And, you've been driving for 6 hours or 8 hours. I don't remember. And Kyle's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. He's like, you're afraid to let me drive, aren't you? But she finally relents, pulls over to let him drive, and to a gas station, and he just takes off. He looks at her, and a little cute moment, and I didn't even see it coming. He flies off and leaves her there. She's like, shit. Which was weird, kind of, but I mean, I get it. I guess he's trying to protect her. He doesn't want her to get into harm's way after she helped him when he was a kid. But I think that he might need her, and he might, might like her to be there with him, in this journey. And I think they're in this together. Kind of disappointed. I like them as this team, like this badass team that's going hunting down Chuckies and stuff. And that he just left her there. It was just kind of odd, and we'll see what happens from there. But the team for the moment is broken up because he just left Kyle at a gas station. Some things I didn't love is my man here behind me, Jake, just runs into a guy delivering a Chucky doll. I guess it's possible, but just seemed kind of unlikely that he just happened to run into the guy, and he gives him the address, gives him money, pays it. Just kind of felt like a plot convenience there. But okay, I guess it's possible. But I think things were set up pretty well here for the final episode. It's going to be really interesting what happens. This episode, I didn't find myself like completely engaged or anything. I was just like, enjoying it, and things were getting set up for the finale. But I have big expectations for the finale next week. As far as this individual episode, it was pretty cool, but again, just kind of a setup episode overall. But not the flashbacks were kind of short. The Kyle Andy scene was cool, but not a whole lot there other than he just left her at the gas station, which left me disappointed. So overall, again, Lexi, the show wants us to like Lexi. I really don't care for her. I don't like her mom, though. I wish, the one person I'm waiting for Chucky to get to is Lexi's mom. Why ain't he taking out Lexi's mom? But we'll see. And a lot of interesting plot points here. What's going on with Junior? Is Junior and Chucky going to be a little killing duo now? I don't know. You still got questions about Tiffany. You got questions about Nika, who is clearly Chucky, but Nika's body now. Did Chucky be able to hear Tiffany when she's like, remember, because Tiffany was telling Nika, I actually like you more. I don't really care for Chucky that much anymore, or something of that nature. Well, I don't know if Chucky was able to hear that from inside Nika's body. If so, Nika's body as Chucky might be coming after Tiffany. So lots of little plot points and interesting things going on. The Frankenstein thing is going to be epic. I can see next week's being a massive episode. As for this week, just a decent one. I enjoyed it. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. And really looking forward to next week, though. A lot on the line, and then I'll do a complete season review of the show. You guys have a great day. Let me know what you thought of episode 7. Hope you all are enjoying the reviews. Look forward tonight to a review of House of Gucci, which I checked out last night with Lady Gaga, who is surprisingly awesome. And we'll talk about that tonight. So you guys have a great day. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you.